Hi and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be implementing our first Flask application. It's not going to be a very large application, but it's going to give us a taste of how Flask works. Now that we've imported the Flask class here from the Flask module, we're ready to start. The first thing we have to do is to use that class to create our Flask app. And every Flask app must have a unique name. We can do something like app equals Flask and then dunder name. The reason why I'm using dunder name here is just because that's always going to be unique for an application. You know that the file you run has a name of main, and all the other files are going to have different names, so there's no chance of us creating another Flask app with the same name throughout our entire application by mistake. In this project, we're only going to be creating a single Flask app, but this is important anyway. Make sure to have a unique name there. Also, when you are seeing logs and things like that, you may want to see there the name of the Flask app, and it can be helpful to know that this is the main file that you ran. The next thing we want to do is define the first URL of our application. Remember, this is going to be a web application, which means users are going to be accessing this application using their browsers like Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. So the first thing we have to do is say, what happens when somebody arrives at our page? What happens when somebody tells the browser to send us a request for data? What do we do? So the first thing we do is we use a decorator to say app.route, and then we're going to give this / there. The / on any page is always the home page. We're going to see this in action in just a moment. Then we're going to do def home, for example, defining a function. And as you know, this decorator here is going to act on this function here. So the function name doesn't really matter. All that matters is that we've got the right decorator on top. This function is going to run when the user visits this route. And for now, it's just going to return hello world. Okay? So what's going to happen when a user visits our homepage is they're going to be